Okay, so what if you could take an idea, that little spark of inspiration you have, and turn it into a live website without having to write a single line of code? Well, today, we're going to dig into a tool that promises to do exactly that.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You've got this amazing vision for a portfolio or maybe a blog or a brand new business. But then you hit that wall. That technical mountain of learning how to code just seems way too high to climb. That's the exact barrier we're going to see get torn down today.
So, how in the world do you build for the web if you're not a developer? Well, the answer lies in what people are calling the no-code promise. And we're going to look at how platforms like Vercel are making that promise a reality for everyone.
At its core, you can think of this no-code builder as a kind of translator. It takes all your visual actions, your clicks, your drags, your drops, and it turns them into the complex, high-performance code that powers a modern website. You get to be the architect, not the programmer.
And what this does is create this really powerful combination of benefits. For you, it means incredible speed. I mean, you can go from an idea to a live site in a fraction of the time it would normally take. And even though it's accessible enough for anyone to use, this is no toy. It's built on the exact same scalable, professional-grade infrastructure that top developers rely on.
Ultimately, this isn't just about replacing code. It's about a fundamental shift in who gets to create for the web. It's about empowering this whole new group of people, the creators, the designers, the entrepreneurs, to bring their own ideas to life directly, without needing a technical gatekeeper. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the fun part, the how. What does the creative process actually look like when you sit down to build something with this?
It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you're never starting from a scary blank page. You get to pick a professional template. Then, you assemble your page with pre-built blocks. And finally, you make it your own. It's a really intuitive workflow that's designed to keep you in that creative flow state.
And when we say starting with a template, don't think that means you're limited. Whether you're launching a business site, an online store, a portfolio, or even a marketing page for your next campaign, there's a high-quality foundation just ready and waiting for you to build on.
Think of all these different components as like digital Legos. You need a contact form? Just drag it in. An image gallery? Drop it right on the page. All the standard pieces that make up a website are available as these ready-to-use building blocks.
Now, a common fear with no-code tools is that everything ends up looking kind of the same. But that's not the case here at all. You get really granular control over the visual identity, the colors, the fonts, the spacing, making sure that the final product looks uniquely yours and perfectly matches your brand.
All right, this next part is where things get really, really cool. Because building the site is one thing, but making it fast, secure, and reliable for a global audience, that's usually a job for an entire team of engineers.
And here's the key insight. While you're busy focusing on your design and your content, Vercel is working in the background, basically acting as your built-in performance and security team. And the best part? You don't have to configure a single thing.
Think of it as a division of labor. Your job is all the creative work. Vercel's job is all the complex technical work. So, for example, you add a beautiful high-resolution photo, and boom, Vercel automatically optimizes it for every device. You write your content, and Vercel instantly distributes it across the globe so it loads in a flash for everyone, everywhere.
These superpowers are honestly a game changer. It automatically optimizes your images and code. It uses something called a global edge network, which is just a fancy way of saying your site is physically copied to servers all around the world, so it's super fast for everyone. And it handles all the security stuff with automatic SSL encryption. That's what gives your visitors that little padlock icon and peace of mind. These are all things that typically cost a lot of time, money, and headaches.
I mean, this really is the core message right here. You get to stay focused on your vision, your content, your brand, the what, without ever getting bogged down in the technical weeds of how it's all actually delivered to the world. All right, so you've designed your site, you've filled it with content, and it's been supercharged behind the scenes. So what's the final step? How do you actually get it out into the world?
Well, the launch process is designed to be just as simple as the building process. You can preview every single change instantly, you can share a private link to get feedback from friends or colleagues, and when you're ready to go live, publishing your site to the entire world is literally just one single click.
And this collaboration feature, it is such a time saver. Instead of taking a bunch of screenshots or trying to describe changes over an email, you just send a private live link of the version you're working on. Your team or your clients can see exactly how it looks and functions in real time.
And of course, your final site doesn't have to live on some generic web address. You can easily connect your own custom domain, like mybrilliantidea.com, to give your project the professional, branded home it absolutely deserves.
And maybe the best part of all this, you can try everything we've talked about and launch a real project without any financial commitment. The free hobby plan is designed for exactly this, for personal projects, for learning, making it the perfect way to just get your feet wet.
Which brings us to the final and most important question. With tools like this, that technical barrier between a great idea and a live website has been almost completely removed. The only limit left is your imagination. So what will you build?